Before me are the 20 Burger King Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramids given out as part of kids' meals to promote the Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, The Pyramid of Light, airing in theaters August 2004. Each one came in one of these boxes, which also have a corresponding letter so you know which one you're getting, more or less. Each one also contained a simple instruction guide, how to remove the figures, and simply pull them back and watch them go, crash into each other, and you got a little figure coupon if one wants. Each one came in its own plastic wrap. So moving straight into the pyramids, we have Pyramid A. Each side has a corresponding monster, and as well, in the corners, are which character used the monster. For A1, we have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon used by Seto Kaiba. A2, we have Clown Zombie used by Bones. A3, we have Fortress Whale used by Mako Tsunami. A4, we have the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon used by Pegasus, X-Men Pegasus. And A5, we have Catapult Turtle used by Yukimoto. Inside the A pyramid, we have Gate Guardian. This being one of the 5 gold pyramids, this was the rarest, one of the rarest figures of the set. Followed secondary in rarity by the silver pyramids, then the bronze, and then the steel. For our first silver pyramid, we have Pyramid B, with B1, where we have the Red Eyes Black Dragon used by Joey Wheeler. B2, where we have the Giant Soldier of Stone used by Yukimoto. A3, B3, where we have Makyura the Destructor used by Merrick Ishtar. B4, where we have Mammoth Graveyard used by Yugi. And B5, which contains Launcher Spider used by Bandit Keith. Inside the B pyramid, we have Time Wizard. Very nice with its star little base. A whole bunch of stars. Pyramid C, the first bronze pyramid. Side C1 contains Buster Blader used by Yugi. C2 contains Alpha the Magnet Warrior, also used by Yugi. C3 contains Amazonas Chainmaster, used by Mai Valentine. C4 contains Alligator's Sword, used by Joey. And C5 has the legendary Fisherman by Mako. This pyramid contained Yugi's monster, Silver Fang. This would be a good time to note the hilarity of some of these pyramids is that many of these monsters were never actually seen in the Pyramid of Light movie, so why in the world would they be advertising it? Many of the lesser known monsters. On our first steel pyramid, Pyramid D, we have at the bottom D1, Archfiend of Gilfer, used by Yugi. D2, King of Yamimakai, used by Panic. D3, let's see, this is Crass Clown, used by Bones. And one can tell this apart from the Clown Zombie because it has both of its eyes instead of just one of its eyes. And then D4, we have Hitotsu-Me Giant, used by Kaiba. And D5, we have Labyrinth Tank, used by the Paradox Brothers. In the D pyramid, we have Basic Insect, Weevil Underwood's card. Who in the world would think of Basic Insect when thinking of the Pyramid of Light movie, but oh well. and more curious additions. Onto a second gold pyramid. We have Pyramid E on its face. E1, we have Obelisk the Tormentor, used by Kaiba. E2, we have Jellyfish, used by Mako. E3, we have Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, by Yugi. E4, we have Toon Mermaid. Oddly enough, we get the uncensored version as... Well, I guess it's not exactly censored in our version, but nonetheless, it's like, really? We have the red archery girl basically angle. It's hilarious. Just take a look at the cards for reference. And the final face, we have the winged dragon going into Fortress number 1, which is used by Yugi. And of course, Toon Mermaid is used by Pegasus. In this pyramid, we have Yugi's mystical elf. Moving on to a second silver pyramid, Pyramid F, where the base of it contains Dark Paladin, used by Yugi. Then F2 has Jack's Knight, also used by Yugi. F3 has Dralago, used by Merrick. F4 has Two-Headed King Rex, used by Rex Raptor. And F5 has Tiger Axe, used by Joey. This one contains Giant Soldier of Stone. Very nice detail in this one. For our second bronze pyramid, Pyramid G, the base has Dark Magician Girl, used by Yugi. G2 has Silver Fang, also Yugi's. Then G3 has Dark Magician, but this is actually the Rare Hunter Arcana's artworks version, not Yugi's. Then we have Dark Rabbit, used by Pegasus. And then we have Swamp Battle Guard, used by Joey. In this one we get Kaiba's Legion, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. Sitting on a bed of clouds. Kind of like the cloud mist that he comes out of when he comes out of the lamp. Kind of like his tail. Moving on to a second steel pyramid, Pyramid H. We have on its base Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, used by Joey. Then we have Mongu Ryuran, used by Pegasus. Then we have Masked Beast Descardius. See, this was used by Loomis and Umbra. Then we have the Mystical Beast of Circuit, used by Odeon. And Mystical Elf, used by Yugi. This one has... that seemed like an audio glitch there, but a visual glitch there. But we have here Mako's Fiend Kraken. I remember playing with this one, and Pyramid K's monster never lost a battle if you crashed into each other. They would never flip. All the other ones would flip, but these ones are just way too low to the ground aerodynamic, whatever the word is. Moving on to Pyramid I, our next bronze pyramid. And this one, oddly enough, though, it's a lot more brass than bronze. I think the... Oh wait, this is the gold pyramid, my bad. But it's still a lot more brass than bronze, where I mean, it just doesn't look like the very shiny gold that we got before, but nonetheless, whether it was an error in the thing or not, that's how it came out. So, side I1, we have Slifer the Sky Dragon, used by Yugi. Not sure if it captures it in the light properly, but hopefully it does. I2, we have Mako's Kairyushin. Then we have Pegasus's Toon Summon Skull. Then we have Kaiba's Judgeman. See if we can get that to focus right. Well. And then, the last side we have Garuzi's, which Joey used. Inside this one we have a gigantic Beta the Magnet Warrior. Dear God, how much space did they need for this one? Moving on to our next silver pyramid, Pyramid J. Bottom we have Black Skull Dragon. This was used as a combination of Yugi and Joey's monsters, hence both characters are at the bottom. Then we have Joey's Axe Raider, Yugi's Big Shield Gardener, Bandit Keith's Pendulum Machine, and then this one was hard for me to track down what it was. It's the seven-armed Archfiend, otherwise known as Seven-Armed Demon, that was Bakura's monster, that I believe a trader sold to his father, even though Bakura never used it. In this pyramid, we have Joey's Rocket Warrior. Love the tiny little sword on the back. These pyramid sides, if they come off, sometimes they don't want to go back on. Moving on to our next bronze pyramid, we can see, similar to the other one, it doesn't have its lustrous shine necessarily. It's a lot more brass than bronze, but yep, that's just how it went. So for this Pyramid K, we have Jinzo on the base. Then we have Jinzo was Joey's monster. And then we have Beta the Magnet Warrior, Yugi's. Pegasus's Dragon Piper. Kaiba's Sagi the Dark Clown. And Yugi's Feral Imp. Here we have Paradox Brothers' Labyrinth Tank. Once again, in a head-to-head fight with the other rollback figures, this thing would always win, except to his stalemate with Fiend Kraken. Our next steel pyramid, Pyramid L, has Summoned Skull by Yugi. Weevil Underwood's Basic Insect. Joey Wheeler's Panther Warrior. Pegasus's Parrot Dragon. And Yugi's Dark Sage. The Pyramid L had Catapult Turtle with a spinning catapult piece, which is very nice. Moving on to our next gold pyramid, Pyramid M. Supposedly this was the rarest one I've heard of. On the base it has Merrick's the Winged Dragon of Ra, Joey's Rocket Warrior, Kaiba's, let's see, this is Blade Knight, Pegasus's Ryuran. This is its attack position mode when it actually comes out of its shell. And Yugi's King's Knight. And this one contained the mighty Exodia the Forbidden One. The main one on the instructions, the main one from the commercials. And supposedly this one was pretty rare. Moving on to our next silver pyramid. This one likes to fall apart a lot. The pyramid faces, I don't know if it's just from how I stored them or just in general if that's how they are, but some of them just do not want to cooperate when putting them back together and staying that way. Pyramid N on its base had Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then it had, let's see, this is Panic's Castle of Dark Illusions. Yugi's Karibo. Pyramid does not want to cooperate. Joey's Flame Swordsman. And this last one is actually a trap card, but it's summoned as a monster. This is Odeon's Embodiment of Apophis. I swear this monster must want to just jump out of its... Here we have Big Shield Gardener. Complete giant shield on this one. They really did go pretty well there with the detail of these, even if some of them are less iconic than others. But at least Big Shield Gardener was in the movie, unlike most of these. My next bronze pyramid, Pyramid O, features the Magician of Black Chaos, Yugi's. Gate Guardian by the Paradox Brothers. See, this one is Gilfer the Iron Knight, Joey's. Then Doll of Demise by Arcana. Then Force Raider by Kaiba. Pyramid O had Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. This one actually has a lot of detail for something so simple as a pumpkin. Once again, the pyramids just love to fall apart. Moving on to our next steel pyramid. We have 1,000 dies restrict on Pyramid P. Pegasus is 1,000 dies restrict. Yugi's Beaver Warrior. Joey's Baby Dragon. Yugi's Celtic Guardian. And Rex's Sword Arm of Dragon. Even though it's a dinosaur. This one we have Parrot Dragon. Yeah, because when you think of Pyramid of Light, you definitely think of Parrot Dragon. I swear, what were they thinking with some of these? Moving on to our final gold pyramid. Got a little cheat sheet back there. So we got Pyramid Q with Yugi's Exodia the Forbidden One. Mako's Fiend Kraken. Bones' Dragon Zombie. Yugi's Gamma the Magnet Warrior. And Pegasus's Relinquished. And this one had Karibo. Once again, one of the few figures that actually did take place in the Pyramid of Light. Moving on to our final silver pyramid. This time we actually have Yugi's Dark Magician, Joey's Time Wizard, Weevil's, Great Moth, Kaiba's Battle Warrior, Bandit Keith's Slot Machine. And some of these are some real throwbacks. Who would think of these? This one, the pyramid does not like to stay closed properly without putting it on the side. We got Baby Dragon. Moving on to our final bronze pyramid, we have Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior from Yugi. Then we have Harpy's Pet Dragon by My Valentine. Kaiba's Legion, Mystical Genie of the Lamp. Yugi's Horn Imp. Who would remember that throwback, huh? Weevil Underwood's Insect Queen. It also reminds me, back on that legendary Fisherman pyramid face, it had Joey and Mako on it, because Joey gained it from Mako. But on this one, we don't have Insect Queen being both Weevil and Joey, even though Weevil lost Insect Queen to Joey as well, so talk about awkward attention to detail on one and not the other. Anyway, Pyramid S has Beaver Warrior, the ultimate meme. And our final steel pyramid, Pyramid T, on its base has Thousand Dragon from Joey. Also Joey's Battle Steer, another real old school throwback. The Paradox Brothers Wall Shadow. Yugi's Baphomet. And Bones' Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. This one, especially, this pyramid does not like to stick together if you try to fit the monster right side up, which is Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1. It will not fit in this no matter if you turn it on its side like you can do. There is no way to close this thing properly. You gotta be kidding me. Nonetheless, it will not stay that way for long, trust me. This one's the most annoying figure to deal with, but nonetheless. Those are all 20 of the Pyramid of Light Burger King Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramids. Great, great collection, even if it is so old school. And so not worth the time it took in order to finally finish this collection after nearly 20 years. But nonetheless, great collection all the same.